Sorry about that. Token Vaping, and today's juice review is a continuation of a line that I am a huge fan of. I've gotten to know them a little bit. I've done, a few different videos on their various flavors as they come out with newer ones. I try to keep up on them. Just a great company, great group of people, and they've always just outdid themselves with each new flavor that they're coming out. Now, again, just because I'm not a fan of a specific flavor doesn't mean that it's a bad flavor. It doesn't mean that the quality of the flavor is lacking or poor. It just, my opinion specifically is just that. It's my opinion. It's not something that I'm trying to impose on anybody. It's not anything that I'm trying to tell anybody that that's what they should feel or how they're going to be. Everybody's different. Everybody's got a different taste palette, flavor preference, things like that. So all I'm trying to do really is just give you a more detailed, informative explanation of what a specific flavor or device, whatever it is, so that you get a more well-rounded, informative base to go off of for your own decision. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. Sometimes I know I get a little excited over certain things and I may not over some others, but in no way, shape, or form is that me trying to impose anything on anybody. All I'm trying to do is just, give you a well-rounded backstory to a specific flavor. Now, the company that I am doing this review on is, again, a company that I have done a lot of reviews for. They are a great company. Their flavors have been really solid, and they do cover a wide range of taste palettes. So they try to stay as diverse as possible, but still maintain the top shelf quality that they do. The ingredients that they use are all top quality. They're all they are basically done in a clean lab. They are diacetyl free. They are it is a 70-30 mix, but it vapes a lot heavier than that. So the flavor is really smooth. I have yet to find a throat hit in any of their flavors. Like I said, the flavorings are gluten free. The pharmaceutical grade nicotine is in there as well, so it's definitely high quality. And all the ingredients are FDA approved. Now, before that gets me into hot water, the line itself, as all juice companies, nobody is yet. The line itself, with everything combined, is not, but the individual ingredients used are. So that gives you an idea of the quality of the ingredients that they're using. They don't cut corners. They don't use cheap ingredients. Now, before I keep hyping this up, the company is Krystal Kloudz, and if you follow social media at all, if you vape at all, I know you've seen their name pop around. I know you've seen their labels and everything else. They do have a really good marketing department. They have a good promoing game going on, but it matches the quality of their juice. Their flavors are always really well made. The flavors are really good. It vapes really well. Like I said, no throat hit, even for a 70-30. Again, I may not be a fan of all the flavors, but that does not mean that the flavors aren't top quality. They put as much effort, attention to detail, and quality into every flavor the same. They don't shortchange any of them. They keep all of them as high quality as possible. So the two new flavors that I am doing the review on today is Razzle and Crisp. And these are the bottles for them, and you can kind of look at the bottles and tell what the flavor profiles are going to be. Now, they have upgraded a while back. They changed all their labels, and they went with a higher, more foil and more professional looking label. It's a higher quality. The labels are beautifully done. The Razzle has a metallic chrome to it within the lettering, and I think the Crisp does as well. Nope, just the Razzle. But everything that has the silver on it is a metallic chrome look to it. So, and as you can see, it sparkles and glints in the light. Just really well done. They have the nicotine level here. It's from the OC So it's out of California, and I did save the crisp for a first vape, first flavor, because I did want to show you that there is a seal on it, especially coming out of California, but also due to the regulations as well. It does have the ingredients and their warning label on this side here, made in the USA as well, and then they have the warning label that is the Proposition 65, that is pretty much on everything that comes out of California. It is made in the Allied clean rooms, and it does state it right there. I apologize about the focus. Try to tone that down a little bit. But it does say Allied clean rooms here, so they do take this stuff very, very seriously. They don't play around with these. They never have. You know, the quality that they put into these, especially with their standard, their ultra premium line. This is another premium line. And if you go to their website, it's krystalkloudz.com, and you get all the information on their flavors, on their bottles. You know, like I said, it's a 70-30. It's offered in a 0, 3, 6, and 12. You can even actually purchase a t-shirt off their site as well with their logo, which for all the videos that I've done, I apologize that I have not purchased one as of yet. It would have looked really cool in the video, but that's on me. Now, with these two flavors, Razzle is basically a raspberry shortcake with a hint of coconut. Now, I like coconut. I do. I like coconut in pretty much almost anything that I have ever had it in, and I really wanted to like this flavor because if you go by the picture right there, you know, it looks like a snack cake, and I love the snack cakes. I'm not a huge sweet person, but for some reason I'm attached to these things. So I really was looking forward to trying this flavor, and I really, really wanted to like it. However, I don't like raspberry. Never have. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't know what it is about the flavor of it that I just don't like. The actual berry itself for me is really, really tart. I'm not a fan of it. Anything that has raspberry in it, I tend to kind of shy away from. But again, this is the perfect example. It is a solid, solid flavor. When you vape it, you definitely get a raspberry shortcake out of it. The tail end of it and the slight undertone is definitely coconut, because you get that coconut hit, but it's not overpowering, which is really cool because it lets the raspberry cake flavor take center stage. The tail end of the vape, actually, I was really surprised. It was kind of cool. If you've ever had a shortcake or something that has like a crumbly type outer layer, there's a specific taste to it. They've actually copied it in this vape. And I was very impressed with that. But again, it's raspberry. So unfortunately, it is not my choice for a vape. However, that is a good thing in a sense because of how well done the flavor is. I'm not a fan of it, but it's also because it's a very pronounced. So if you like raspberry and you like the snack cake type flavor, trust me, try this flavor. You will definitely be impressed with how well it's made. The second flavor is crisp. Now this one I'm actually kind of looking forward to as well, basically because it is a baked apple crisp. Now, if you've never had one or you're not sure what an apple crisp is, I'm not even fully sure myself. I know it's a baked dish that has, it's kind of like an apple pie, but the top layer, it's not like the lattice dough or anything like that, or the sheet of dough that's on top for the pie. It's more of a crumble, which is baked onto it, which gives the crisp part to the apple. And then it has a bit of a cinnamon hit to it as well. So it's a variation of an apple pie, so to speak, but it is called an apple crisp. So we're going to bust into this one, and I'm going to see how this one tastes and what I get out of this. Now, as I said, it is a first vape, first try, and I did want to show you the safety seal on here as well. So I did want to show that they do follow that, and they are in accordance with everything in there. So I'm going to go ahead and peel that and pop this off, bust this open, and see what this smells like. Wow. Okay, so that was really not what I was expecting. The first smell of it, you definitely get apple and you get cinnamon, but here's where it gets weird, at least to me. on a full inhale, it almost smells like a warm, fresh made apple cider. But on the tail end of the inhale, you almost get that crisp, the pastry, I don't want to say dough, but the crumbly mix at the end. I'm not fully sure if it's like a brown sugar crumble mix or if it's an actual like a dough type material that's used for the crisp, but you definitely get an aftertaste of almost like the pastry smell. I almost want to say graham cracker, but I don't want to say specifically that's what it is. But it definitely is interesting. The smell on that is fantastic. So I'm hoping it's going to vape like that because I will be thoroughly happy and impressed. So my cotton, I did wick for this video, and it is a little bit dark, and that's because of the lighting. I apologize for that. Go ahead and bring that up a little bit. And the cotton that I always use is Texas Tough Cotton. Since day one that I've tried this, it is just an amazing wicking cotton that I use. Really easy to work with. It doesn't shred very easily, but it's dense enough that it holds juice really well, and it doesn't have a really strong cottony taste to it, especially on first burn. But if you are interested on Instagram, definitely check that out. It is Texas Tough Cotton. So I'm going to go ahead and juice this up. And while I'm juicing this, I do want to say that anytime you purchase a product, and it doesn't matter what it is, but if there's any type of security measure to it, whether it's a safety seal, a safety wrap, a cap, tape, child safety topper with the dripper on it, anything, no matter what it is, if you receive the product and something about it makes you cautious, second guess it, just not feel comfortable with it, don't use it. Don't open it, don't touch it, don't bother with it. Just contact the company that you got it from, whether it's a shop or online. Contact the distributor who sends it out. Even contact Krystal Kloudz, hypothetically, if it was for this. But whatever it is, just don't use it if you don't feel comfortable. Let them know what's going on so that they can take steps to rectify the situation, because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about health and safety, and that's what's important. So it takes no time to let them know so that they can go ahead and fix it and take care of it. So just keep that in mind. So this is Crisp from Krystal Kloudz. It's a new flavor in their premium line. I am vaping it at 75 watts. Let's try this out. Wow. By the way, the clouds are really, really good too. As you saw, the density to them. Sorry, I'm just trying to savor this. That is very, very impressive. Now, the only thing I did notice, and I don't know if it was a mistake or a snafu, but if you see here, it does say 0 mg. I normally vape a 3, so it's definitely going to affect how quickly I vape it or use it. But flavor-wise, holy cow. It is a truly smooth apple crisp dessert style flavor. It's not pungent. It is not overpowering at all in any part of the flavor. It is very, very, I don't want to say smooth again, well I just did, but it's like I'm kind of repeating it, but it is very mellow in the strength of the flavor, but it is very abundant in flavor. You get a flavor packed vape the entire way through. But what I like about it is that it's all combined. Like literally, if you took a fork and cut into an actual apple crisp and got all of it in one bite and popped it in your mouth, that's what you taste. There's no separation of flavor. There's no, I taste apple on this part and the crisp on this part and the hit of cinnamon here. I mean, it is a fluid all the way through flavor. And that I have discovered in a lot of juice lines that I have tried, no matter how good they are, that's always a hard thing to do, is to be able to combine it to where it all fluidly mixes in as one flavor. And that's impressive to be able to do. But it is very, very smooth and very enjoyable. That is a great vape. That definitely is an all-day vape, especially if you like something that has a little kick of sweetness to it, but not too much to where you feel like you're gonna get burned down on the flavor fast. Drip a little bit more, and then I'm gonna raise the wattage just a little bit, just to see if it makes a difference, because I have noticed on some flavors it does. I don't know about this one, so I'm gonna pop this up to 85 watts. You can see it right there, 85, and I'm gonna see if it enhances anything. Oh God. Oh man. That is so enjoyable. At 85 watts, it does make it a bit warmer, as you could tell by my voice crack. But it just enhances that flavor hit so much more, and it literally gives it a bit more warmth to it. So it literally has that fresh baked all around flavor to it. That is smooth. So, Razzle and Crisp, both flavors spot on, solid, very smooth, no throat hit, abundant flavor without being overpowering. For me, most definitely the Crisp. Out of the two, if I had to pick one, that's definitely my choice. I am a huge fan of the Krystal Kloudz line as it is. I do have a few flavors out of that line that I am a specific fan of. Some of them aren't my choice, but overall, it is one of the most solid, all together well-rounded lines, I believe, on the market. Everything about them is just top-notch. Their customer service, their customer relations, the quality of their juices, the quality of the how the product's made, the labeling, the security aspect of it, the wraps, the seals, just everything about this company is top-notch. You will not be disappointed in bringing this into a shop or suggesting it to your shop if they don't already carry them. It is definitely a great line to have on your shelves. It definitely will sell. If you are interested, contact Krystal Kloudz. You can email them directly. You can go to krystalkloudz.com. They are on Facebook, Instagram. I believe they're on Twitter as well. Don't quote me on that. I'm not positive. But just overall, definitely check them out. Krystal Kloudz, guys, thank you so much for allowing me the continued honor and privilege of reviewing your line. I am always astounded by the new flavors that you come out with and the quality that you are able to maintain throughout this entire process. And like I said, I will be trying to get a shirt for hopefully another review if there is one. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest. Hit me up if there's anything you want to know. I'm not an expert in all aspects, but I have enough know-how and knowledge to be able to find out answers and solutions for things that you might want to know. If there's a specific video that you're looking for, I'd be more than happy to hear about it and see if it's something that I could do for you. Anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience literally is the only reason why I do this. But other than that, thank you guys so much for your support and taking the time to watch my videos and support me on Instagram as well and through my vaping journey and my enjoyment of vape. Until next time, as always, Krystal Kloudz, thank you guys so much. Token Vaping, vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.